what we're getting. It's a 1973 Chevy Scottsdale 30, 1-ton dually. These boxes have tools all in them, and we get all those with it because we're special, and you can never have too many old wrenches. So anyway, it also comes with this 100-gallon diesel tank that probably has about 20 gallons of diesel in it, but it could be, I don't know, 15 years old, so it's probably no good. That's what it's got in it now, is a 350, but it does have factory air conditioning, which is kind of cool. Now, I don't think it works right now, but it will eventually, because we're going to leave it. And right now it has no brakes. I took this off earlier and looked inside. It's low on fluid, so I went and bought some fluid, and we'll see if we can bleed the brakes and get them to work. This is a special breather and connection for the propane, so all that has to come off, because I'm gonna get rid of the propane on it and just make it a gas engine. We'll refresh that engine at some point, and the transmission's a granny low 4-speed manual, so nothing has to be done with that. Had to put a battery in it, see if we can get it started. This is all propane stuff that'll come out of here. But the best part about this truck is the cab. It is in pristine condition. I want you to look at that. Isn't that nice? Peanuts, rat's nests. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be really nice. More crap over here. So he was a wheat farmer and a peanut farmer, obviously, peanuts in the floorboard. So he has all this stuff for his combines and his peanut thrashers and all that. Doesn't want any of it, not sure what we're gonna do with that crap. We'll figure it out. Oh, and this is 3 bottle jacks, hydraulic bottle jacks. Checked them earlier. None of them work. So that's good to have those. If you hadn't figured it out yet, we're related to the guy who owns this. I married his daughter. My son's filming this, and that's his grandson, his grandpa, rather. So all these tires right now have propane in them, by the way. I'm sure that's real safe going down the highway.
You're going to move that into the shop. It's not going to be in the bed anymore?
It's going to be behind the shop on a stand.
Okay. Like,
and that way they can get to it easy. We'll end up wire brushing that whole thing and repainting it. Propane tanks don't go bad, really. I mean,
unless somebody shoots it, I suppose.
Yeah, but they're going to have to really work hard to blow that one up.
Yeah.
And I got to replace the valves. They're leaking a little.
Oh, you could hear it.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
Yeah, I smell propane out.
Oh, it's cold.
It's coming out as a liquid.
Hey, yeah. The aroma of propane's in the air. 100 gallons of propane cost me $250. There's something wrong with that. So if we can get it started and I can put some more propane in the duals over there that are leaking, and then we can do the whole thing where we get fire in the engine with leaking propane and leave a big crater right here. It'd be great. If it blows up and I'm in it, it'll be on video. If I can get it started, drive it over there. This is a sophisticated operation. Those burn barrels. Get this rat-infested crap in the burn barrels, and then we can pump the brakes, bleed the brakes, see if we can get them working enough to drive it on a trailer without driving it on the trailer and then driving it off on the other end or putting it in the bed of my 3/4 ton diesel. It's just a lot of work to be done, and it's going to take a little while to get it all done. But at the end of the day, right now we have $250 and whatever this cost us in it.
Well, that's not very much.
So let's say we got $260 in it right now. Oh, and underneath, it's got dual exhaust. One of the exhausts is kinked, like he backed over something. Not surprising. That's 2008. It was last time it was registered to be on the road. I'd actually entertained the idea of getting it running and driving it back to the shop. A little risky. Get a ticket. Decided not to. I got a buddy who's got a trailer who can handle this. We're going to get it running, get it ready to go to the shop, and then we're going to load it on that trailer. Most of these trucks rot out right here, But you can see this is all solid, so there's no reason. I mean, this is incredible that the rocker panels and the cab corners aren't rotted out. I mean, and it's a whole process to change, you know, to weld new ones in and clean that up. So I'm pretty stoked about that. Want to do something special in the interior. It's a bench seat. I'm kind of okay with that. I think it's kind of cool, retro. So, but if I get it covered in some leather, I think that'd be kind of cool. That steering column is suspect to me, and the reason is that, and you'd have to know my father-in-law, but for some reason the key got stuck in here and it quit working. You can get a picture of that right in there, right here. Got stuck in there. It kind of works, but it kind of doesn't. So we installed this high-tech start button, and it turns over. So that's pretty good. But this is all janky looking and nasty, and you know, we'll see. We'll see. We'll get it torn apart and see what we got to do. Remarkably, the dash is not in that bad a shape. I mean, usually they're just cracked to hell. This has got cracks in it, but it's still pretty good.
Yeah.
So
you still got the rear view mirror there. You just got to hold it up so that you can see through.
Well,
it.
that's because the tank, you want to be able to adjust it up a bit.
Oh yeah. Do you think it might need an oil change?
Oh, it's going to need a refresh of the engine. We're going to pull the motor out.
Gotcha.
Put it on an engine stand. It's a 350. I'd like to find a 454 to go back in it, but don't think that's going to happen. It's also, I'm not a big fan of the transmission because it's a granny low. So it's got low, second, third, fourth, and reverse. So it's a 4-speed transmission, but it's granny low. I mean, literally, I've had this before. You could put it in low, let out on the clutch, get it moving, stand beside it, and steer it. There's one tailpipe up there. Here's the other one. It's kinked pretty hard. What I'm most concerned with is there's stuff in the tailpipe. So that means that there might be a critter in the tailpipe. I don't know. And I'm worried about not having this on here because that seems pretty janky. Wish I had my battery powered angle grinder.
I'll have to cut that part out.
Oh! Look at there. Maybe that's on. Already on. He said he had it turned off. Got a lifter sticking. Sounds like. Hey, even a blind squirrel finds a nut every now and then. If you're a young lady and you're watching this going, I like the guy filming, but the guy doing the work is weird, he's my son.
He's been in the hood.
stays like that. Hey boy.
This is the first drive. That doesn't sound good.
That's off the steering wheel.
Oh my.
Isn't that nice?
That door likes to close itself.
This is a highly sophisticated operation.
You have a second set of gloves?
Does it look like the bones of a snake to you? There's a key. The whole cylinder. Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, no looking at nudie magazines on the site.
What the hell's Papa doing out there in the field? I'm
Almost.
burning the... It's Sports Illustrated, so it's just light porn. Let's burn John Deere manual.
I'm amazed that lighter still works.
I wish I had a blowtorch.
We're gonna help it try a little harder. Diet Pepsi. Oh, and it's got Queen Amidala on the other side. Natalie Portman. Nice. You start a fire over here?
That's just going in there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just coming in and coming out.
I can't get that one to go. That's half the battle on any of these things. Getting them to move, getting them to start and move. And while I wouldn't trust it to drive it around the block, I can get it on a trailer now.
Yep. You think that seat looks comfortable?
Yeah, speaking from experience of actually sitting in it, not so much.
Think they ever use asbestos as cushioning in cars?
I don't think so. But I don't know that for sure.
I know they used to use like horsehair or something.
Yeah. Our government would never allow us to use that and kill millions of people.
Of course not. It's got everything you need. It's got a wheel, it's got seat belts.
I mean, this is nearly road ready.
Long tools. The inability to close right. By the fade, and that tells me it's supposed to go down further. There we go.
Let's see what's in the other one. Every nut and bolt you ever wanted. Well,
Not a bad angle on her, huh?
there she is. She's somewhat cleaned out so you don't get tetanus when you drive it. And we made her move under her own power, even though those tires are essentially flat.
Already, yeah.
And there's a lot of work to do.
Yep. Next time we'll load it up onto the flatbed, or
Yep, we'll load it on a flatbed trailer, chain it down, and get it to the shop where everything's got to come out of the toolbox. Everything's got to come out of inside here. We got to get the diesel tank out. We got to get the propane tank out. Everything's got to come out. And once all that crap's out, then we can start deconstruction, disassembly,
nice.
big time. But hey, it's an adventure. It'll make us better men. No, it won't.
So does it worry you that the guy that did this to this truck now owns a Corvette?
Well, I've been told that that Corvette someday is going to be yours, so go look it.
I'll keep that in mind.
But I can tell you this, if my son is crafty enough here with this videography crap stuff, there should be a like button down there. You're supposed to punch that, and then you're supposed to be able to put comments, and you need to subscribe. So when we do another segment, you get it automatically. It'll notify you. But you can tell us what you think we ought to do with it.